Hello, I hope you're having a great day. I am your host, the Mod Fanatic, and in this video I'll be showing a modified version of the Lockwood Estate. I think that's what it was called from Jurassic World. I've of course turned it into the Wayne Manor. I'm pretty sure for a lot of people who saw that set, they probably thought, oh, this kind of looks like a Wayne Manor, and I saw that set and immediately said, I am going to make that Wayne Manor. I'm not into Jurassic Park things really at all, and I really just bought this set to turn it into Wayne Manor, and that is exactly what I've done. So I want to show you my envisioning of the way it can be done, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, first of all, I just want to show a bit of the outside before we go inside of the Wayne Manor. As you can see, I have this sort of wall that goes around the place, and really the purpose of this is to put the entire set into a street compatible kind of building form. So, you know, all the streets that Lego has released, the new road plates are all 16 by 16 studs, and so you have to kind of put buildings into that scale if you want to build a city. And I have a city of my own. It's not very big, but in order to fit this into my city, that's what the wall does. It's a 32 by 32 wall, and it just kind of it shapes up the whole entire place and shows kind of the space it should fit into. But I'm just going to get rid of that right now. We don't really need it. Okay, so inside there's this little fountain. It's a very simple fountain. If you want to see it up closer, just kind of it's some nice little sprouting water from its base. Yeah, it's very simple. Really the hardest part about this fountain was the fact that it has odd dimensions. So as you can see here, this edge is 3 studs and this edge is 3 studs, whereas this edge is 4 studs. So really it just took a lot of jumpers to kind of offset everything in the right way. But yeah, it turned out pretty well. I'm just going to put that to the side. So here's the actual face of Wayne Manor, and let me just move the camera a little bit. So that's what it looks like. It's 2 floors tall, and the reason I did that is because, so the original set, right, has this bottom floor just like this. It has a 2nd floor with a balcony, and then a 3rd floor. Maybe the 3rd floor has the balcony. I don't even remember. I'm sorry. But anyway, one of the floors looks like this, and another floor has a balcony in the middle. And yeah, I decided to just get rid of one of the whole floors because Wayne Manor really, to me, it should look a little more like a house, right? And the original set just looked very tall. It looked like a dollhouse instead of a house. So really, I decided to change that and just make it be 2 floors. And I think that fixes the whole problem. And it also means I have less work to do on the inside. I don't have to design as many rooms, which is always it's good sometimes. So one other thing I'd like to point out about this outside, this is just kind of a personal thing. Really, let's see if this can be caught on camera, but it's hard to see. But in the windows, you can see it right there. Okay, there's this kind of like frosted kind of thing happening to the outside, and I don't know why it does that. Maybe we can show it better on the right here. Yeah, there it is. You can see that whole frosted thing happening to the pieces, and I don't know why that happens, and it doesn't happen on all my sets. In fact, usually it doesn't, but this is one of the sets where like all of the windows like fog up, and I can kind of defog them just by like rubbing my finger on it, but it always comes back. It always comes back. I don't know why it does that. It's not a super big deal. I just think it's weird. I don't know if it's like the climate of where I live, although it doesn't do it to all of my sets, but it does it to certain ones. I don't know. If you know why that's happening, if it happens to you, yeah, comment that down below. I think it's really interesting how that just keeps happening to my set. But anyway, yeah, let's look on the inside right now. Okay, so going through the doors here, you'd end up in the great entrance hall of Wayne Manor on the 1st floor here. These flowers here in the vases are from the set, and so luckily I was just able to repurpose those, just put them right in those places. I think they look great. I think they're very welcoming, like this entrance hall should be. It's simple. There's not really much here. And then you can see here there's a door, and I'll show you that room in a second. Let's actually go there right now. So shifting the whole thing over, you can see it is just a little garage. It has a bike just kind of parked there, and that can just roll out the side. This is supposed to be kind of a reference to the Batman Forever movie. If you've ever seen that one with Jim Carrey, it's got Val Kilmer, Chris O'Donnell. Yeah. So in that movie, Bruce Wayne kind of has a motorcycle collection, and it really impresses Dick Grayson, and he takes one out for a ride, I think. So it's just kind of a reference to that, how he has kind of like, oh, he's got these vintage motorcycles in Wayne Manor. Yeah, okay, let's bring it back. And right here you can see there is a grandfather clock. And I want to save that for last. I'm sure most of you know what that is, but I'm going to save that for last. Let's go up to Bruce Wayne's study. Okay, so here is the study. You can see there's some bookshelves, there's a desk, there's the all-important red telephone from the 1966 TV series. And so Bruce Wayne must get pretty important calls on that phone from the commissioner. And at that point, he'll realize he needs to go to the Batcave. And then there's also a fireplace on this end right here, where Bruce Wayne can think about his dead family and just, yeah, he can kind of groan there while Alfred comes behind him and comforts him. And also there's a bookshelf you could see maybe in the back there. Let me just move Alfred. That's a simple bookshelf, kind of uses some studs not on top building towards the side to get those the look of books using plates. I think that looks really cool. And then one of the pieces that I really liked about this room was this massive painting right there. And that would be a painting or a photograph, I don't know, of his family. You could see, maybe you can make out this one here is supposed to be his father, and then his mother in the pink dress, and then Bruce in some kind of a navy blue suit, perhaps, for the photo. Yeah, a cute little family picture that makes Bruce sad, of course. The fireplace, if I just move him out of the way, you can see sort of has some kind of gold fencing there. I think it looks, just makes the place look a little more luxurious with the gold, and also with the gold on the corners of the painting. Okay, let's move over to the bedroom. So the bedroom is very, very simplistic. Just a bed. In fact, this bed came from came straight out of the Creator modular series, the police station set, to be specific. And yeah, I just kind of stole it from there, put it in Wayne Manor, so pretty simple. And then over on this side, you have a door that leads into a small little bathroom. You always need a bathroom, of course. So there it is. There's a quaint little toilet, and also, if it will focus, yes, there we go, a sink, of course. All right, here we are with Bruce Wayne back at the grandfather clock that I promised I would show you. I really like this grandfather clock design. I looked around on the internet and was inspired by a few different designs, and I ultimately made this one, and this one, of course, had to have a specific function. So it had to be one of my own designs. But yeah, so the idea, of course, is that Bruce Wayne would come up to this clock. He would reach up to the dials up there. I mean, at first glance, the clock would look broken. People would be like, oh, it's just an old little vintage clock. It doesn't work anymore. Boo-hoo. But then Bruce Wayne, goes up to it and then spins the dials, the arms of the clock, and he sets it to the time of his parents' death. And once he does that, it unlocks. And he steps aside, and then the clock opens up, revealing a secret entrance. Of course, that's how much it moves out of the way. It really just kind of slides to the side there, which looks like a small passageway, but a minifigure can indeed slip right through there, just like that. So it works. It had a very small space to work with, but yeah, it definitely works. Here it is from the side. You can see there's a little bit of a cave outline right there, and he just slips right through, just like that. Then you can go on to the Batcave, of course. And then the clock closes up behind him, just like that. Yeah, so if you want to see that mechanism a little bit, you can see right there. There's just a robotic kind of Lego arm attached to a bar, and the bar is what's attached to the clock. And there is a little slot in the wall, you can see right there, that the arm passes through to allow clearance. Yeah, pretty cool. And this was also, here's a fun little technique that I implemented in making this clock. You could see on the top there, it kind of looks like it has these bat ears. And really what those are some old brown clip pieces. And since they're brown, and since they're the clip pieces, they just inevitably broke, right? I mean, I'm sure you guys have had some cracked brown pieces and some cracked clips, and those are obviously the most common things to break. And this was a combination of both, a clip, which was brown. So these both broke, and but I just kept them. And eventually I found a use for them. So I mean, if you're one of those people that doesn't like to throw away your cracked Lego pieces, I mean, maybe one day you can actually find a use for them. Maybe it's not really legal, I don't know. I mean, they're real pieces, they just kind of broke. So anyway, yeah, I just thought that was a kind of a funny technique. All right, so that's going to conclude this showcase. Again, this is a sort of redesign of the Lockwood Manor set from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom line. And yeah, really, I hope this helps you to kind of see what a potential Wayne Manor Lego set could look like if Lego ever decided to make one. I feel like it'd be pretty fun. Yeah, and I hope you took some inspiration from this and maybe thought of doing something like this yourself. You know, if Lego doesn't make something, just take it into your own hands and you know, put your own work into it. Maybe you'll come up with something good. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.